I'm someone who never used to struggle with painful periods until I did. These are the things that I did to reverse painful periods because I know a lot of women struggle with this, and unfortunately, it's been normalized in our society. So, if that sounds like something you're interested in, please stick around for this video. An introduction: my name is Ashana. Welcome to LAJA. I am passionate about creating and sharing my experiences and solutions to problems that I have faced. And today's topic is on reversing painful periods and how I was able to successfully do so. So, typically, painful periods are caused, or the root cause of painful periods is rooted in estrogen dominance. And what is estrogen dominance? It's when your body is producing more estrogen than it is excreting. Estrogen is a master hormone that women have that is a link to a whole host of amazing benefits, but when it's imbalanced in the body, it can lead to a whole host of problems, including painful periods. Another thing that causes painful periods is also holding on to a lot of negative emotion. I'm starting with this as the first point, and that is dealing with emotional blocks and releasing them. Because one thing that is important to know is that negative emotions like anger is stored in the liver. And what is the liver? The liver is an organ that's responsible for over 300 functions in the body, including processing and excreting excess estrogen from the body. So when the liver's function is impaired because you're holding on to anger, you're not feeding it foods that are supporting it, it causes the liver to not do its job properly, and your body holds on to excess estrogen, which leads to estrogen dominance, which causes period issues like period pains. So I want to say that doing the emotional work, doing the inner work, is 90% of the problem. So if you're someone that has a frazzled nervous system, you're always anxious, you are quick to anger, you are easily irritable, you're someone that is impatient, you're someone that is always in a rush, you don't know how to ask for or receive help. These are all signs of a dysregulated nervous system, and emotional blocks include feeling like you're not worthy, feeling like you're not a priority to yourself, feeling not good enough, having shame, having guilt, having fear. All those things block the flow in our body and can lead to negative period experiences. So that's the first point. That is dealing with emotional blocks. And how do you do this? The way I was able to process my emotions was through scripting. And what is scripting? Scripting is a form of meditation where you write about your life or the things that you are calling forth as if it already is or it already happened. It's a way of reprogramming your mind through repetition when done consistently, because your brain can tell the difference between the lie and the truth. And when you do this repeatedly with strong emotions, you're able to reprogram your electromagnetic frequency, which science has proven that all human beings have. We give off frequencies from our heart. So how you feel about yourself and other people matters. So I'm happy to go into that in a different video. Please let me know if that's something you are interested in, and I will make a video about it. So that's the first thing: energy regulation, nervous system regulation, and really facing those dirty negative emotions that are trapped and stored in our body. The second point, the second way I was able to reverse painful periods is by regulating my stress levels. So stress actually causes estrogen to drop when you're having high stress. That's cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. And when that's consistently high, it can cause a drop in estrogen. And it essentially causes havoc in the body. As you know, stress is one of the leading causes of death in the world and is the root of a lot of illnesses that we face. So how do you manage stress? Because I don't want to just say, oh, manage your stress, because that's not helpful. Scripting definitely helps, and regulating your nervous system does help, but on a more practical level, incorporating things like adaptogens. What are adaptogens? Adaptogens are natural herbs that help your body adapt to stress on a hormonal level. So it's really good for hormonal dysregulation and hormonal regulation, and things like that. So this is the one I take, and it's the Maca ashwagandha drops. I get these from Amazon, and I take this every single morning. I actually have it in here with my yerba mate, which I will be discussing shortly. I put one dropper into my yerba mate and have it fasted every single morning. And I found that this has really helped with my stress levels. I feel more calm, less anxious, and just more zen, and my energy levels are also up. So if you struggle with any of those things, I encourage you to pick up and incorporate adaptogens. My favorites are maca, ashwagandha, and yerba mate. Number 3 is to move your body consistently. And it could be something as simple as walking 10,000 steps every single day, or ideally with a weighted vest, which is what I do. I also love the Stairmasters, and those are my 2 forms of exercise. But you don't have to do the exercises I do, but you do want to incorporate some form of daily body movement 3 to 5 times a week. And what this helps is that it helps to keep your blood pumping, which keeps nutrients flowing around your body, but it also helps your gut. One thing you need to know about your gut is that your gut is stimulated by movement. So the more you move, the more it clears itself out, and when you clear yourself out, you're preventing excess estrogen from being reabsorbed into the body, because you are excreting and pooping ideally once a day at minimum. So moving your body consistently also has a lot of mental health benefits too. It's great for your mood and many more, but it's also great for having healthy periods because it helps to balance your hormones when done consistently. The third point I have is healing my gut microbiome and supporting my liver. I already mentioned the relationship between emotions and your liver health, the function of the liver, and also your gut as well. Estrogen is excreted in the gut, but if you're not having enough fiber, or if your gut microbiome is impaired, it can actually be reabsorbed into the body after it has been excreted from the liver. So you want to ensure you're eating fiber, which is one of the points that I'll be going into shortly. But one supplement that I take that has done wonders for my liver health and just for my gut health in general is the Unicity Feel Great system. And this is how it looks like over here. It's a 2-part system. There's the Unimate, which is what I have in my bottle. It's a yerba mate concentrate. Yerba mate is great for focus, energy, cholesterol support, weight management, as it incorporates and increases your body's natural GLP-1 production. And then there's the balance system, or the balance segment of the system, which is a fiber matrix that acts as blood glucose and cholesterol support. And what this does is that as a pair is it helps to balance your gut microbiome and helps your body not go into a lot of blood sugar spikes and prevent metabolic conditions like insulin resistance, high cholesterol, and more. So it really helps get your gut right, and I've noticed a significant difference in consuming those products, and I plan to be on them for a long time. And then the 4th tip I have is sleeping 8 to 10 hours nightly. This sounds very simple, but it is extremely vital. It's a game changer for me because getting quality sleep is essential. And if you want me to do a video on sleep hygiene, please let me know in the comment section and I'm happy to do it. But your sleep time is when your body is able to rejuvenate. Your body processes hormones, processes memories and emotions. It processes waste as well, and it just restores and rejuvenates. And when you're getting enough sleep, you notice that you're more mentally alert, you are calmer, you're less anxious, your cravings are at bay, but your hormones are also more balanced too. One thing I want to share is that sleep is so critical for women compared to men because we go through so many hormonal cycles within the month. We have 4 phases in our menstrual cycle, and if you want me to go through the 4 phases of our menstrual cycle so you can know how to live and structure your life accordingly, please leave a comment and I'm happy to do a video on that. But you want to be supporting your body with sleep. So for me personally, what I do is that after 8 p.m. I turn off all the lights in my place, in my home, and I turn on candles. Red light is great for boosting melatonin production. If you have sleep issues, you do not need to be taking melatonin because your body naturally produces it. But because you're always on your phone at night close to bedtime, that inhibits the blue lights, inhibits melatonin production when you're meant to be having red lights, which stimulates melatonin production. So I turn on candles and I do my nighttime routine in darkness. So showering, body cream, lotion, perfume, nightwear, and I settle in for bed. Something else I do to promote healthy sleep is I supplement with magnesium glycinate. That is amazing for ensuring that you feel relaxed and not as anxious leading up to bedtime. So I take magnesium glycinate, and that's something that you may want to look into. Another thing you can do is take Epsom salt baths. That's one thing I do too, and I find that again rich in magnesium. Epsom salt is rich in magnesium, magnesium sulfate I believe, but that really absorbs into your body and calms you down and preps you for bed. And then last but not the least is also incorporating teas like lavender and hibiscus and chamomile. Those all have calming properties and are known to be beneficial for relaxation and calm, which are all vital for bed. I encourage you to sleep and wake up at the same time every single day and get at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep every single night. So that is it for that point. And then my last but not the least point, these are more practical things you can actually incorporate and that I've done and I've seen results, is increasing your fiber intake. I increased my fiber intake to 30 grams. I'm not able to always get it through diet. So what I do is I supplement, and I encourage you to look into this as well, is psyllium husk. I supplement psyllium husk. So psyllium husk is a soluble fiber, and what it does is that it thickens and swells and it forms a gel-like consistency in your stomach when you take it, and it basically slows the absorption of things like sugars, cholesterol and whatnot. So it's really beneficial for helping you to be fuller longer and just getting your fiber up. But that's the brand that I use. I also got it from Amazon. And I found that this has been a game changer because I already mentioned that fiber is what helps move things through your gut, like the excess estrogen that causes estrogen dominance, which causes painful periods. And you essentially want to ensure that you're getting cleared out daily. Fiber also feeds the bacteria in your gut, and it also helps you to stay fuller for longer, so you're likely to reach your health and fitness goals quicker. So that is it for the ways I was able to reverse painful periods. These are the things that I do. Oh, honorable mention, red raspberry leaf tea. I recently incorporated this into my routine, and what red raspberry leaf does is that it helps to prep the uterine lining for shedding, essentially. And I take this in my luteal phase, so the week